Hello everyone and welcome back to my movie review channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about a movie that has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. No, it is not Lawrence of Arabia. No, it is not Casablanca. It is The Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles centers around some of my favorite childhood characters. I was the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan growing up. My mom bought me so many toys and so many movies, and I still have almost all of them to this day, even though some of them are missing their arms. In this film, the Shredder has come to Gotham. He is going to try to destroy it. Now, 20 miles away from Gotham is New York City. The Turtles find out about the Shredder and they go to catch him. Unfortunately, Gotham is protected by the Prince, the Dark Knight, Batman himself. Through a misunderstanding, the Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles end up fighting each other because the Turtles believe that Batman is in league with Shredder. After a big fight, they realize that they have both made a horrible, horrible error, and now Shredder is threatening to destroy everything they hold dear. Meanwhile, Shredder has broken into Arkham Asylum, and he has broken out the Joker, Harley Quinn, and Scarecrow. Batman and the Turtles must forgive and forget, and they must team up with Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon has become the new DA for Gotham City because Gordon is aging, he is old, and he is getting sick. Barbara Gordon and Bruce Wayne both love Jim Gordon, so they have helped ease him into retirement. So now that means Barbara Gordon, a tough, young, but inexperienced DA, must team up with Batman and the Turtles to take on the Shredder. Now, the problem is the Shredder has teamed up with Ra's al Ghul because upon breaking into Arkham, they were able to break out Harley Quinn and turn her into a cheetah. And also, they were able to turn Bane into a wolf with magic serum. This leads to the fight forevermore in Gotham City. Though injured and torn up, they must all learn to trust each other. And they must learn that even though they all make mistakes, nothing is better than teamwork. In the end, they are able to defeat the Cheetahs, the Wolves, Bane, Joker, Harley, and finally put them back in Arkham Asylum. My favorite scene is when after they lose the first round, the Turtles say, "Let's have pizza." Batman says, "It's not time for pizza." And Michelangelo gets in his face and says, "I literally don't understand that sentence. How could it ever not be time for pizza?" But after they fight off the villains, Batman says, "Before you leave Gotham, I bought you something." And he brings out a present. Inside is a pepperoni pizza, and they all eat it together and celebrate saving both New York and Gotham City. The thing that I really liked about this movie is it is 90% fun, but also 10% serious. I like the fact that they cover that Jim Gordon is old and sick and can't defend Gotham anymore. And I like the fact that they cover the fact that the only person he loves, his niece, he has to trust that she will be okay fighting on her own. This means that his only friend, Batman, he pleads with him to protect Barbara/Batgirl at all costs. Batman says he will do his best, but he warns Gordon that there will always be trouble in Gotham, and there's only so much they can ever do. I think this is the best animated Batman film ever made. I have seen several of them. I know the highest regarded Batman film ever made is Batman the Killing Joke because it's based on the highest selling comic and it was given a theatrical release. But there's just something about this that screams me. I think the reason for this is I was never a fan of the Batman comics growing up. What was interesting for me was I didn't get into Batman really until 2005 when I went with my older brother to see Batman Begins in cinema. But I have always been a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. So that's what attracted me to this movie. My only minor con is during the actual fight between Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman wins. But you know what? The fight is really not the point of the movie because it's all a misunderstanding and it's about them learning to work together. Guys, please try to see this movie. If you have young kids, they'll love it. I mean, if you grew up with Batman, you'll love it. If you grew up with the Turtles, you'll love it. I really wish I could show this to my older brother because he really grew up with Batman and I grew up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But until then, I am going to give this movie an A. This movie might be the movie of 2019, but nobody talked about it because it did not get the theatrical release that it deserved because it was an overcrowded summer season. My name is Josh Buck, and until next time, cowabunga.